Yeah,
Yeah.
1,500 people. That's amazing. That number is just amazing to me. That we're 2.5 months past the Steam launch, and there's still 1,500 people online at a given time.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy.
The devs must be happy about that. That's amazing. Did you make it down yet?
I made it back to the village.
Which village are you talking about?
Oh, whatever.
The
this
one by the
village is
water
called.
there?
Yep. Martyr's Mine.
I just don't see you. Is all. I'm in the village. I don't see you. I
Martyr's
see you come
Cove.
down.
Oh,
I
and
just
here's
left.
somebody here.
Everin?
Yeah. Everin.
Yeah, 3% of those people are watching our stream. Yeah.
Wait.
How are you?
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I went way too far. Why is this horse is going 10 down the hill? What is going on?
What is going on? What is your weight?
I'm going slower than your cart by a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it just
Why is-
jumped up to 15. My guess is that this guy didn't eat anything on that step.
That's weird.
That is my guess.
Because we know he can go 20, right? Like we know that.
Yeah, this guy can go 20, yet he's going 10.
Okay, so it's 1,500 people in the entire world, like on all servers. Okay, so
Yeah.
now I know that sounds like a low amount if you compare that to other games, but if you compare this to Wurm over the last 8 years that we've been playing, this is the highest it's ever been. So, Wurm was going strong when there was only like 800 people logged on at the same time. Like that was considered strong. Things were going well during that time, and Wurm was getting enough money to keep the development up, and over the years they haven't slowed down that development with that many people playing. It was getting a little bit alarming right before the Steam launch, like maybe a year or two before the Steam launch, where the numbers started going down steadily, and it got to a point where the total number of people online at any given time would have been maybe in the 300 range, something like that. But now it's like 1,500. That's amazing. For a game like this is such a niche game.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing to consider is that there are alts. There are people who run 10 alts.
Maybe not a crazy amount,
Not a crazy amount,
but
just takes a
good
few.
percentage.
Did you see that on Melody the first unique was slain? Did you see that?
I heard that, yeah.
And did you know that that unique was slain by 30 people, all of whom were an alt of this one guy? One
That guy
guy
must
took 30
really-
guys, apparently using some cheese tactics too, that are kind of like on the borderline of exploitable.
Yeah. Well,
Because
they did say.
Almost all
They're
30
gonna
of them were
change.
free-to-play players. Yeah.
So, what are your
they
thoughts
changed
on
it.
that?
Oh God, I just don't. I don't understand how that happens. Honestly, my thoughts
Okay,
are
so-
it shouldn't happen. That should.
Okay, so let's take a look at what exactly happened, because I don't really know the ins and outs of that. Were all of the characters premium?
I don't think so. Although I can't be sure. I don't
So,
think
one way would this, if they were all premium, would you be okay with that?
How
Would you
about
be
this?
okay
I'd
with 30
it.
premium characters that one person owns, was able to slay?
Yeah. I'd be
You'd
okay
be-
if it wasn't like one high-level fighter and 30 brand new alts should not be able to
That are
take
premium.
down that are premium even. But like honestly, how high fight skill has this guy gotten his 30 alts up to? Like it shouldn't be that you can take 29 alts that all have under 20 fight skill and one high level guy maybe and be able to take out a unique. That should not happen. Like, that person should have 30 alts that all have 70 fight skill before he can take out a unique.
So, would you be
Maybe
okay?
not 70, but
Let's see.
are you with me here? Yeah.
If they changed the tactics of, let's say, a dragon or whatever, and then made it so those characters, if you're below a specific amount of whatever, if you're, let's do this, not premium, you're not even like a concern.
Come towards me. We can kill this unicorn.
In the sense that the
non-premium-
dragon would basically one-shot you.
One-shot you. On their AoE
as with an
spell.
AoE on the AoE spell.
Yeah, AoE, all people that
So
have like 10 fight skill or less are pretty much done.
You change the mechanic so no one can spawn in 30 alts and be able to do this. This just doesn't work.
Like
No matter how many alts
free
you
to
get.
play brand new alts. Yes,
Yeah.
like if the guy spent enough money on 30 tunes,
Doesn't
and
matter how much
spent
gear you have.
and leveled them all up legitimately. Like I have no problem with that situation, honestly. Like that person, but like they shouldn't be able to just make 30 free alts and just take out a unique by themselves. Like that doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah, so you're right, Graham Bosch. The uniques are supposed to be events for the community to tackle. It's supposed to be a social event. What we're trying to do is make it so that the dragons are still in the world, but and try to eliminate this without removing the fear of having them in the world. So, I mean, one way you could do this is to just stop like low-level players from even being visible. Not visible, that's the wrong word. From being attacked or being able to
Interactable.
attack or interact with at all the dragon.
Yeah.
So now, all of a sudden, new players, low-level players, they've got no concern. You can't just spawn in 30 free players and be able to take out the dragon. The dragon doesn't even, or the drake doesn't even look at you.
Yeah, I think
That might
the
take away
uniques
the
do have-
immersion, though.
I think they have cleaves or AoE at least. For sure do.
Yeah, so they do have an AoE spell that will hurt you. And it would be just nice if they made it so that all free players would just single shot die, as it should
Yeah.
be
Should be.
if you come up with a big drake or dragon.
I mean, we're imagining like this little guy go up against a dragon whose breathes fire should just decimate the little guy.
I mean, that would
only-
stop them from being tanks, right? They can't be
Yeah,
tanks. They can't be
Only
meat shields.
Yeah. Hardened veterans need to be there.
Well, I think, and I don't know how this. I don't know how the guy did it. So one possibility is that he created 30 alts, and then he kept bringing alts in like one at a time, because those alts aren't going to be able to hit the dragon, but those alts will be able to be meat shields so that other people can hit the dragon without getting hit themselves. So you just throw in an alt, and then it takes like a few hits, throw in the next alt, take a few hits, keep going that way. Throw in some priests, and then a bunch of characters that actually can hit
priests
them.
are healing. Yeah.
So the goal would be, how do we remove the free characters from being able to actually help at all? They shouldn't be able to help at all in this situation.
Right. Huh. Why is there a creature cage
And
right at the
that's-
water there?
One way to tackle it.
Oh, I see a seal. Is that all on Deed down there?
Yeah, another way to handle it would be for the dragon to ignore the low-level players so that they can't taunt them, and the dragon will always be hitting like a character of a specific fighting skill, no matter what. So then the new characters can't fight, and they can't be used as meat shields.
Yeah, King Mackerel, that's a good idea. Add a dragon aura like D&D used to. Like any character under 21 fight skill gets a fear effect debuff where they can't attack. Like they're dragon fear or something.
Yeah, that's really not good.
Yeah. And that would make sense, right? Like,
but
I'm reading my son the old Dragonlance books. We're getting to the
nice.
end of the third book right now.
Of the third book?
And,
wow.
Yeah. Spring Dawning. And
How's he liking that?
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. And a rare 20 copper coin.
Nice.
So yeah, like you see, like all these people getting dragon fear, but by the end of the series, the book, the adventurers aren't affected by the dragon fear anymore. Like that's sort of something that.
But you still have to make it so that not only can they not attack, which I think it already exists, like you can't hit them as a low level, but it should be that they can't be used as any kind of. They can't take a hit. Because as soon as they take a hit, somebody else is not taking that hit. And therefore, create 50 alts, and then each one of them is like represents as one hit. That's 50 hits that these guys can take. And that's what we'd be trying to stop. So they would have to be ignored.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You don't want to stop people from... Okay, first off, there's no way to stop people from making 30 alts. So long as you have a mechanism where you can make more than... No. There's no way to stop people from making 30 alts. Right? Like, how do you stop them from making 30 alts?
Just make it so that it doesn't make sense to make 30 alts. And that should be easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Because if there's no reason to, no one will do it.
Yeah. Get rid of all the benefits of having 30 alts. Get rid of them all.
We're home. What the heck is going on with my horse? Let me find out.
Give him some food.
Let me try to get some grass. Shift D.
No, Donut. We're not talking about paid alts. We're talking about free alts. Like this guy probably has 1 or 2 paid characters, and he just made 30 free alts, and used
that's
those
what we're
30
guessing
to kill the dragon. I mean, unless he's paying for them. Like honestly, if he paid for them,
if he paid for 30 alts,
good for him. That's fine. I actually have no problem as long as those alts are like. I still feel like they should have to have some level fight skill.
Yeah, you still have to level
dragon.
30 alts and then level them up all together and get 30, 50 fighting skill or something.
Deathland's in the castle. Curse these puzzles.